You walk into a meeting, everyone's waiting for you to speak first. And that's the problem. Because when leaders talk first, everyone else talks safe. But when leaders listen, really listen, they unlock better ideas, stronger trust, and a team that starts thinking for themselves. Great leaders don't fill the room with their voice. They make space for others to bring theirs. And that's why the best ones speak last. Hi, I'm Shailesh, Kantak, business coach and founder of Flexi Ventures Private Limited. Over the years, I have worked closely with business owners and founders, especially in the MSME space, who want to build great teams and scalable businesses. And the one leadership blind spot that keeps showing up, they are talking more than they are listening. And it's costing them performance, innovation, and trust. So in this video, we are going to explore the power of listening and why leaders who speak last actually lead first. And here's what we will cover. Why speaking first kills creativity. 2. The science and psychology behind great listening. 3. Real examples from Simon Sinek to Oprah to startup founders I have coached. Number 4. 5 actionable techniques to become a more powerful listener. And number 5. How listening can help you scale without burnout. So let's be honest, most founders and business owners feel the pressure to have all the answers. So they speak first. They decide fast. They fill the silence. But here's what that does. It shuts down dissent. It creates yes men culture. It signals that your voice matters most. In one MSME I coached, the founder would start every meeting by saying, "Here's what I think we should do." And every time that became the decision, even if someone had a better idea. It wasn't intentional, it was a habit. But it meant the team stopped thinking for themselves. They just executed. Leadership isn't about talking more, it's about getting better answers from the room. And for that, you need to speak last. Psychologists say there are 2 types of listeners. Those who listen to reply, and 2, those who listen to understand. Leaders often do the first, but great leadership begins with the second. Why? Because real listening does 3 things. First, it builds psychological safety. When people feel heard, they open up. They stop filtering. They bring the truth. Second, it increases buy-in. When someone feels involved in the discussion, they feel ownership of the decision. And third, it brings better ideas to the surface. You don't always know the best, and your team often has answers you have never considered. One of the best articulations of this comes from Simon Sinek. He once shared that in high-level military meetings, the most senior leader always speaks last. Why? Because the moment the leader shares their opinion, everyone else aligns or edits their thoughts to match. But when the leader listens first, they get unfiltered insights. And that gives them the full picture before they decide. Sinek calls it speak last, decide best. It's not weakness, it's strategic restraint. You know who else built an empire on listening? Oprah Winfrey. She once said, "Everyone wants to be seen, heard, and understood." She listened with such focus, such empathy, that people opened up, even the most guarded. And that's what made her powerful, not just as a host, but as a leader. She wasn't trying to prove she was the smartest. She was trying to understand deeply. And when you do that, people follow you, not because they have to, but because they want to. Let me tell you about a founder I worked with. Let's call him Amit. Amit ran a tech services company. Smart guy, sharp mind, loved solving problems. But every review meeting, he talked 80% of the time. Ideas, decisions, corrections, he dominated. Team performance was stagnant, engagement was low. We made one shift. For 1 month, he wasn't allowed to speak first in any meeting. He hated it at first, but within 2 weeks, his team started offering deeper ideas, identifying risk proactively, even owning decisions without waiting for it. Why? Because the space created by silence made room for ownership. Sometimes the best way to be heard as a leader is to listen first. Alright, so how can you start using it in your business? Here are 5 action steps. Number 1, wait 3 minutes before speaking in meetings. Let your team speak first. Don't jump in with your view. Let silence do its work. Number 2, ask open-ended questions. Use prompts like, what are your thoughts? What might we be missing here? If you were in charge, what would you do? These questions shift the power and invite deeper thinking. Number 3, watch body language, not just words. Often, what people don't say is more revealing. If someone looks uncomfortable, lean in gently. Number 4, reflect and summarize. Say, so what I'm hearing is ... This shows you are paying attention and helps clarify meaning. And number 5, acknowledge even if you disagree. You can say, I see where you are coming from, even before you say no. It shows respect and keeps the dialogue open. So let's clarify one thing. Listening isn't about being soft. It's about avoiding decisions. It's about getting the full picture before you decide. When you listen well, your final decision has more context, more buy-in, and more power. In fact, the more you listen, the less you have to enforce. Because the team already feels heard, and that's half the battle. Here's what changes when you adopt this mindset. Meetings get richer, problems surface earlier, solutions get stronger, team members feel trusted, and culture improves without a single new policy. Your silence becomes your strategy. Your listening becomes your leverage. Because when you speak last, you speak with your team, not at them. And that's when real leadership begins. So let's wrap it up. If you want to be a more effective leader, if you want to build a culture of trust, initiative, and ownership, start by talking less and listening better. Because your team doesn't need louder leadership. They need space, they need belief, and they need to know you are listening. And if this resonated with you, here's what I want you to do next. Join my Lead the Way community, a space where leaders like you grow through better people systems, leadership habits, and honest conversations. Also, register for my upcoming Freedom Business Masterclass, where we break down how to scale through people, not pressure. And if you like this video, share it with someone who leads or someone who needs to learn how to listen. Because remember, leadership starts with listening.